Hey guys, it's Nija. I have another video I want to share with you guys. I'm a little bit crooked. I'm in the car, but I had a message, and the message is the resources are free, okay? The resources are free. If you're here, it gets to be free for you. The resources are free. What am I talking about? So right now there is this big fuss about, and I don't want to put us on this timeline, so we're gonna brush over it, about food shortage or pandemic things happening, and people are really concerned about what would happen if they ran out of food, right? Or they ran out of resources. But the guides just think that's hilarious because everything that we need is given, okay? Abundance codes. Everything we need is given, and life here is free. If you're here, it gets to be free. Now, what happens is there are lower dimensional beings with lower dimensional consciousness or understanding that think that they have to control resources or give the illusion of controlling resources to make you do what they want you to do, okay? So how this works is, okay, I'm going to teach you how to discern real quick. How to discern if you're dealing with high vibrational energy or if you are dealing with low vibrational energy, okay? You can see this when you're interacting with people. You can see this with the media. You can see this however you like, okay? This is how you discern. When you're dealing with high vibrational beings, you will always have a choice, okay? You will just have a choice. You will get to choose, because in life we have free will. When you're dealing with lower dimensional beings, they will not give you a choice. They will make you feel fear if you do not accept what they are giving you. That is low dimensional consciousness, or how the water priestess likes to say it. Shout out to Water Priestess on Instagram. How she says it is, you are in dehydration consciousness. I love this because everything is water. Sorry guys, I wanted to get my chapstick. But everything is water, okay? Oh. Everything is water. So it's like, do you want dehydrated or do you want it hydrated? Does it make you feel dehydrated or does it make you feel hydrated? I'll give you an example. This pandemic, how they're trying to scare everybody into getting snacksinated, right? Do you think that is of high vibration or of low vibration? That's me holding the microphone to you. It is of low vibration. Therefore, the consciousness behind that entire pandemic is of dehydration, meaning it's descending, meaning it's going in the opposite direction of what is going to progress humanity forward, right? Because it sounds like, oh, we're doing this to help you, we're doing this to help you, but really it's, if you don't do this, we're not going to give you back your things. We're not going to give you back your life. You're not going to get to do your thing, okay? So that is dehydrated, because how it's really meant to be, life is abundant, life is full of choices, okay? Think about the variety of fruits there are. That is natural and that is in nature, okay? So if you want to go back to the root consciousness that is in alignment with the heavenly realms, you need to go back to nature, okay? You have to go back to the organic, okay? Look at the fruit. Look at the variety, okay? Which brings me back to abundance. So they're trying to say that, oh, the food's going to be limited. There's going to be nothing in the grocery stores. There's not going to be any water for you to drink, any food for you. There's not going to be any mac and cheese for you to eat. There's not going to be any canned goods for you to eat. No mac and cheese, no canned goods. I'm making fun, but like seriously, that's not real food. So they're telling you, you have to get snacksinated, you have to wear your mask, or we're not gonna go back to normal. But what y'all don't understand is we weren't gonna go back to normal anyway, because the consciousness of the planet is raising, and it just so happened to be happening around the time the pandemic began. So they had to shut down the planet to make sure that people aren't out in nature with each other connecting. Okay, they want us to be afraid to connect with each other, because if we connect with each other, we might just start having some light bulbs shoot off. We just might get on that right frequency. We just might say the right thing to each other and turn each other on in an intellectual way and be like, hold up, everything we're doing right now is wrong and is backwards and is dumb and is stupid. Why are we doing this? Who told us we need to do this? Who told us we need to do this? And then we might start looking at those people who told us that we needed to do this for our own good. And we might start looking at, why our civilization is the way that it is, and why it is the way that it is, and why it is out of alignment with the way that we used to do things. Because what a lot of people don't realize is we are living in a very devolved reality, based off of all the incredible scientific inventions that we know should exist by now. You've seen them in the movies. You've seen them in the old school shows, the Jetsons, and all the old shows where they talk about the futuristic stuff. They did that just to put a bug in your ear, just to let you know this is what your reality can be. And the reason why our reality is not that is because they've put a cap on the gadgets and the creations that are allowed to come out, right? They put regulations, and you have to get licenses and all these things for your creations. You can't just create and let your creation be your creation. You have to get permits and licensings and things like that. That's another story. But where would we be going with this? Oh yeah, they're putting fear in you and people to, not you, because I know you are evolved, and that's why you're on this video. So not you. But they're trying to put fear in the people to make them think that their fake food is gonna go out of stock and out of business, which it is. Their fake food is gonna go out of stock and out of business. Okay, but that's nothing for us to fear about. And this brings me back to the content creator again, Remedy H, who, and a lot of other conscious creators, we've been on this wave. We know we need to make gardens. We know we need to make our real food. We need to have real food to eat. We know we need to have gardens. We know we need to have our parsley plants. We know we need to have gardens. And we've known this for a while. We know we need to start collecting our seeds. We know we need to, pot that plant. Okay? We know this. We need to start going back to having community gardens. We know this. We need to do it, though, because there is going to be a time when the fake food is going to fly off the shelf and disappear and make people even more in panic. Realize those people who are in panic, though, are in lower consciousness. They're in dehydration. They're going the opposite way from the evolution of human. Okay, it's always a pole. It's always a scale: light, dark, positive, negative. Okay, where is it on the scale? Is it in that direction or is it in that direction? This is how you discern. So those people who are afraid, who are freaking out, I'm sorry, their consciousness is low. Now I understand there are some enlightened people who are just uninformed. Therefore they are afraid, but they're just uninformed, right? They have to start living in alignment so that they can start moving in the other direction, so that their consciousness can evolve, so that they can see through the audacity of this reality. Anything else? Yeah, we need to start growing. And even if you can't grow everything, grow what you can. Grow the herbs, okay? If you are living in an apartment and all you have is a windowsill, right? Grow something, right? Because eventually, yeah, there is going to be a watermelon farmer, and there is going to be Judy across the street who we go to get the tomatoes, and there is going to be Bob in the corner who we get the strawberries from. Well, maybe you don't want to get the strawberries from Bob, but you want to get the strawberries from Letitia, okay? So go ahead and start planting what you can, because even if you can only do the cilantro, the parsley, the herbs, the smaller stuff that can sit in the windowsill, somebody's gonna need that, and someone's gonna pay for that, okay? So, and then the old way, and even if they don't pay, because again, the money is falling too, even if they don't pay, what you have is going to be valuable to something else, and to someone else. What you have is going to be valuable to someone else, and what they have is going to be valuable to you. And you guys are going to want to make an exchange, okay? You're going to want to get Sally's tomatoes, and she's going to want to have your parsley or your catnip or your whatever you're growing. Okay, maybe you have cute plants, cute gardening plants, you know, like house plants. Someone showed me a white elephant plant, an albino elephant plant the other day, and I was astonished. I was like, wow, that's beautiful. It's on Etsy for thousands of dollars. Can you imagine to have a little sproutling of that plant, plant it in your house, grow it to full capacity, and start selling or trading your own version, or your own, you know, like buying plants to sell, buying plants to exchange goodwill. That's a valuable resource, and it's abundant in nature as long as we keep the seeds alive, as long as we keep, you know, the roots alive, as long as we are collecting our lemon seeds and our watermelon seeds and our kiwi seeds and our strawberry seeds, and we're planting them and we're saving them for that rainy day when that fake food flies off the shelf and we're gonna have to provide something else to feed our children. Okay, you better plant a sweet potato plant. You better, right? You better know somebody who's got a sweet potato plant. You better locate somewhere that's kind of rural, that has a nice little farmer's market, okay? Because this is the reality we're moving towards, and we don't have to be afraid about it. We can be excited about it. Community gardens are great for the community. They're exciting, right? I'm not trying to be a tree hugger. Look, y'all already see the craziness that is happening in the society. Some of you guys were, now, I don't mean you guys. Again, some of the people in this world were too terrified to even go to the supermarket to get food for their family because they're worried about the kukarachi, and they're worried about getting too close to people, and they're worried about somebody fighting them for the last loaf of bread. They don't want to get knocked upside the head to get food in the grocery market. People have a lot of reasons to be afraid. People in low consciousness have a lot of reasons to be afraid to walk up in the supermarket. Okay, now I'm not trying to be holier than thou, because I still go to the supermarket. Okay, I'm not there yet. I'm just giving the message. I know I need to plant some parsley and some catnip. I know I need to plant some mugwort or whatever I need to plant. I know. Okay, let the guides give their message. Anything else they want to share? Abundance is here. You never have to worry about food again, but you need to stop eating the fake food, or you will be worried about the food, okay? And you need to learn how to make some good vegan dishes, or some dishes that don't hurt the planet, right? I don't know though, I do like fish. I'm gonna keep eating that fish for now. Anyway, like seafood. I like seafood. Anyway. Anything else? Anything else? No? Okay. The food is free and abundant. The water is free and abundant. Don't let them make you think that bottled water is running off the shelf, flying off the shelf. Y'all are afraid the water that is flying off the shelf, the water that's bad for humanity, the water that, you know, is poisonous and toxic and in plastic containers. Let me drink for a second. Y'all are afraid for that jugged water, the bottled water, to fly off the shelf, and that water is poisoned and contaminated. I am preaching to the choir because I still buy that water, but they want you guys to know that we need to cut it out. Why are you going to be afraid of losing that fake nasty water when there is good water healthy water from the planet that we could be drinking. And we need to stop letting them mess with our water. Okay, they are messing with the water. They're killing the animals in the water. They are killing us. They need to stop. And we need to take a stand and tell them to stop effing with our water. Because if we now have to drink from that water supply, you need to be a little bit more concerned about that water supply. Okay? Because that plastic poisonous water is flying off the shelves. And it's not going to be there forever. Just like the fake food is not going to be there forever. It's not. It's just not. So we need to create alternatives. You don't want your babies looking at you in the face with the puppy eyes like, "Mommy, I'm hungry," because you didn't learn how to grow your catnip and parsley, or you didn't learn how to grow those tomatoes, or you didn't learn how to trade, or you didn't locate the farmer's market before the internet went down. I'm being goofy today, you guys, but I don't know. I just think people are really concerned and worried and scared about things that they do not need to be worried about, because nature gives it in abundance. The fresh air, we need to be concerned about what they're doing with the air, because that is nature's gift to us, and she gives it in abundance. She gives the food in abundance. There's lots of land and places for us to plant gardens. We need to band together and get places in our cities to plant gardens. And then put that jank in rotation and find some people to tend to that garden. It is good for those people. It is good for the communities. We need to eat. Okay? I'm hungry right now. Yeah. Okay. That is it for now, I think. Yeah, there's just this false illusion, this dehydrated illusion, that we need to be worried about these things that we do not need to be worried about. And I think that is the overline message of this video. Okay, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you in my next one. Bye.